Semi-detached homes in Calgary have decreased in price once again. This property type has seen the most decreases in 2023. If you're looking at getting into the market, now is definitely the time to make your plan, especially for semi-detached, because every single quadrant is slightly different. My name is Adam Fyfe, your Calgary Realtor. If you want to chat, the Zoom link is in the description. So, semi-detached properties have now priced at $627,100, a decrease of $1,600 from last month, yet an increase of 12%, or $51,300 from last year. It is very important to realize that every property with a benchmark price has attributes. For semi-detached, it's a 4-bedroom home, 3 up, 1 down. It is a 2 full bath, 1 half bath, 1,260 square foot, poured concrete foundation, 3,000 square foot lot, and built in 2005. So when you see benchmark price, you want to make sure that you put the attributes into play as well. So let's figure out what the Calgary Real Estate Board has written about semi-detached properties here in Calgary. If you want to read it on your own, pause the video, go to the next chapter. Like the detached sector, year-over-year sales growth since May was not enough to offset the pullbacks at the beginning of the year, leaving 2023 sales down by 10% compared to last year. The decline in sales was driven by pullbacks for homes priced under $500,000. While sales improved for higher priced properties, the decline in the lower range was primarily due to limited supply choices preventing stronger sales. Persistently tight market conditions this year caused prices to trend up throughout most of the year. On an annual basis, the benchmark price rose by 7% over last year, a slower gain than the 12% reported in 2022, but still relatively strong. Price growth ranged price growth ranged from a low of 6% in the city center to over 16% in East District. So kind of an interesting topic here. You can see that we saw a 7% year-over-year increase and a 12% from the year before, which is kind of funny because on the detached market, we actually saw a 12% from the year before and a 6% this year. So it's kind of reversed there. There was something else that I was going to bring up about the lower priced point, the preventing stronger sales in the lower price points. A lot of those people actually went to the townhouse market, hence why the townhouse market did so hot this year. Both for semi-detached and fully detached homes, they were very, very, very competitive in the lower price ranges, which made a lot of people go to the townhouse market. Again, just talking about how hot the townhouse market got because of these property types. So here is a semi-detached market. You can see that the red bar is the benchmark price. We're starting to potentially stabilize here. It looks like we're stabilizing maybe from August. We've gone up and down a little bit, starting to slow down going into the Christmas holidays. You can see that the sales have steadily declined, going all the way from, May, and the inventory levels have fallen as well, going all the way from the summer months. So not too much to report on here. You can see that the sales have decreased, the new listings, the inventory has decreased, the days on market has gone back to 33 days. The benchmark price has relatively stayed flat since October. You can see 628, 628, 627. The average price, or the median price, fell dramatically, and the average price also fell dramatically. So the lower priced point homes in the semi-detached market in all of Calgary actually pulled down the benchmark price, which was opposite in the townhouse market. The townhouse market saw the upper priced properties bringing down the benchmark price, where this market we're seeing the lower price point homes bringing down the benchmark price. So kind of interesting stuff here. You can see that the total sales last year was 2,500. This year's 2,250. The total sales volume was relatively the same, 1.37 billion, where this year it's 1.35 billion. Even though there's less sales, it's still right there for the sales volume. New listings dropped significantly. You can see that last year we had 3,300 new listings, and this year we only had 2,752. The months of supply dropped by 0.3 or 17%. You can see that the sales to new listing ratio increased over 80% to 81.76. The sales to list price ratio actually increased over 100%. So a lot of people got well above their asking price, even though many people had to reduce to actually get buyers interested in their property. So it's very interesting to see this at 100%. Days on market actually fell only by 4 days, 3 days to 26 days. The benchmark price did increase, the median price did increase, and the average price did increase, which is pretty common knowledge there. Clearly, the market's still hot. The months of inventory is down. We're trending down. I would imagine that we still have some ways to go. The semi-detached market is hot, but I can see 2024 being even hotter if things stay the same and the demand continues to stay flat. So this is the months of supply. You can see that right off the hop, the southeast and south quadrants have 0.5 months of supply, which are very, very hot markets. You can see that city center is at like over 3.5 months of supply, which is a buyer's market. There's a lot of choice in the city center. We'll touch on that on the microeconomic breakdown. And then you can see that surprisingly, the eastern quadrant has over 2.5 months of supply as well. So it's not as sought after as places like southeast and south Calgary. So this is a quick view of the benchmark price. This is just a visual representation. You can see that the city center is above 800,000, close to 850. You can see that Calgary West is above 700,000, and then it starts to trickle down there. So Calgary South and Southeast are around 490,000, it looks like. So they're very affordable for a lot of people, and they're very, very hot markets. So when you're looking at these price points, it's very important you put the attributes into play. So when we look at the south and the southeast, they are similar in price and they're similar in demand. Now let's look to see if they're similar in attributes. So the southeast is a three-bedroom home. It's a 2 full bath, 1 half bath. It is a single attached garage, 1,173 square feet, and built in 2010. Where the south is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 2 and 1. It is a single car garage, just like the other one. It's a little bit bigger at 1,200 square foot, but it's built in 1989. So it's a little bit of an older product by 20 years. So even though the price is the same, the attributes are very different. So in South Calgary, if you wanted to buy a 2010 property, you're actually going to pay well above, beyond what you would pay in Southeast. Even though the benchmark prices are the same, the attributes are very different. So you got to bring up one attribute to the other, but the price is going to greatly increase. So it's kind of a cool indicator of what you could get if you were to go into that quadrant with a certain amount of pre-approval. So this is the year-over-year price growth comparison, just a visualization of how much prices have increased. You can see that Calgary East and Calgary Northeast saw the biggest increases of 20 to 25%. Everything else is actually fairly on par with each other, around 10 to 12% increases, which are fairly massive. So if you're curious what your semi-detached home or half duplex is worth in this market, go ahead and put it into this system here. It's me and only me that looks at it. Yes, I'm going to call, I'm going to reach out, I'm going to say, hey, thank you so much for using the software. What did you think? Do you want to chat about it? A lot of people are just curious. If you're not looking at making a sale anytime soon, that's fine. Go ahead and just reach out and let me know, right? I'm here to help. I'm here to provide value and try to give you a good glimpse of what your personal situation could look like if you're actually going to make a move in the market, or if you're looking to make some changes in your portfolio. So with that being said, this is the microeconomic breakdown. This is the new listings and the sales to new listings ratio. On average, you can see that the city has seen almost 120% sales to new listing ratio, which is quite stark. Interestingly enough, you can see that the Calgary East only had 60% sales to new listing ratio, but the numbers are so small that one additional sale would have brought that percentage up to 80%, to 20 full points for one sale. So these numbers are very small. These numbers fluctuate quite a bit. This is the inventory, the leftover homes at the end of the month, the months of supply. Again, you can see some months are 1.5, like south to southeast, where if you look at city center, it's got almost 4 months. But when you start to look at the price points, the city center is 866,000, where south is 487 and southeast is 479. Again, wanting to put those attributes into play and making sure that you have an understanding of what you would get for that price, but there's still very large differences there. You can see that this is the year-over-year price growth, average 12%. Month over month, we've got some negatives in here, and let's check that out. So let's clear this now. You can see that Calgary West saw a decrease of $16,700. Pretty wild. You can see that Calgary Northwest actually saw a decrease of $6,600. Calgary South saw $2,100. Southeast saw $3,200, which pulled down the entire city to drop $1,600. So pretty big decreases for the month of December, not only in the semi-detached, but the townhouse saw a decrease, as well as the single family market saw decreases. So pretty interesting stuff. It's very interesting to touch on. Definitely wasn't expecting this month's report. I thought that we would most likely see some price increases, but a lot of people are really capitalizing on making offers during the holiday season. So where is the semi-detached market going to go? I would imagine the semi-detached market in 2024 is going to see more increases, year-over-year increases compared to this year. I would put money down on that. I think that this market is pretty hot. I think that there's a lot of movement here. I think there's a lot of people coming here, and the semi-detached is a affordable option for people to either step into home ownership at a lower price point and get away from condos, as well as step into a luxury product and we're in a nicer neighborhood for less money. So if you have any questions, if you want to talk about these things in a lot more detail, the Zoom link's in the description. I promise I'm pretty easy to talk to. There is a lot of good things happening in the Calgary real estate market, but it is very competitive. So you want to make sure that if you're a buyer and investor, you have a very good understanding of what to expect, as well as a seller, right? You want to make sure that you have a very good, clear understanding of the numbers in your area and how to best prepare for all of the things that are going to be thrown at you in such a short period of time when you do go on the market. So thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.